The new home of the Northern Colorado Hailstorm plays host to some USL League One action tonight as One Knoxville make the 1,400-mile journey west to Ticket Smarter Stadium at Future Legends Complex to seek some revenge after a defeat to the Hailstorm earlier on in the season. I'm Jack Edwards, delighted to be with you for the broadcast tonight on ESPN+. Let's kick things off with where these teams stand in the standings here today. Northern Colorado with some games in hand. They're 4 points off the league leaders, North Carolina and Charlotte, while One Knoxville has slipped down a little bit in the standings after a 1-0 defeat to current pole sitters North Carolina as things stand so far. Been a great season for both of these teams comparatively, both currently sitting in playoff places, which is exactly where both teams would want to be around this point in the season. Now looking at things and the key players for today's contest, the leading scorer in all of USL League One, Trevor Ammon, an absolutely electric goal scorer so far. 8 goals on the season, that's 8 in his last 6 games, includes 3 braces in that time. A player in supreme confidence at the moment. Definitely a guy to watch out for in today's contest. On the other side of things, for One Knoxville, it's going to be fascinating to see how they try and handle his threat. A big guy for them is going to be Derek Waldeck. He's got responsibilities on both ends of the ball, both on the attacking side of things and defensively as their left back, left wing back situation. He's got 2 assists and 15 chances created on the year. Both of those numbers lead the team, but with some injuries and some tweakings in the lineup, they'll have to rely on him and being a steady presence in that left wing back slot. Well, it's going to be a fascinating game for sure. We've got lineups and kickoff to come in just a moment on ESPN+.
Welcome. I'm Jason Olskart. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskart team, powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with Future Legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
It's a new day, Northern Colorado, and we're set to seize it. More than that, we're out to dent the old standard and set the gold standard. Today is about resilience. That's something our squad has shown and continues to show. Today is about growth. That's a trait this team and this town have seen and continue to see. All this time, the focus has been on our community's legendary future. But today, it dawned on us. The future is now. Are we building something special? Hell yeah, we are.
Welcome back on ESPN+. It's Northern Colorado and One Knoxville to come here in a moment. Live for some USL League One action. This is a game that happened earlier on in the season, the second matchup between these two teams. The first time round was out in Knoxville. This contest, obviously out in Northern Colorado, out in Windsor, Colorado to be specific, at a stadium that's been developed quite recently. Well, looking back on this game, both coaches admitting maybe after the first half should have been something like 2-3-0 up for One Knoxville, but that wasn't the case. 2 second-half goals gave them a 2-goal lead for Northern Colorado, and a Jake Keegan penalty would only be consolation in the end. And they got a big 3 points on the road, which has helped them to their early ascent in the standings as things stand. Keegan got a goal in that contest right there. He's got 5 on the season already, so a pair of really lethal forwards to watch out for here today. Let's get the lineups, starting first of all with the host team. Only one small change of note for you. You've got Stefan Lukic coming in to the contest here today. A very small change, making him move up front in for Marky Hernandez. So a slight tweak for them, but that similar 4-4-2 under Ayman Zayed in his second year is going to be pretty consistent for the contest here today. On the flip side, for one Knoxville, quite a few changes for the team from last time out. Some injuries have forced Danny Fernandez and Jan-Erik Lionhouse out of the 11. And coming in, as well as Callum Johnson moving out of the 11, is Sebastian Andreasen, Frank Ross, and James Thomas. The guys coming in to make a 3 at the back, 5 at the back defensively, but an interesting 11 to say the least. While both teams have taken the field, they're prepared for the contest, and as we are as well. In the all-white jerseys heading from left to right is Northern Colorado, the hosts, and from right to left is one Knoxville in their mix of orange and red. Our officiating crew here today, led by Christian Campo Hernandez, assistant referees Jacob Harrell and Charles Rupert, and the fourth official, Marcelo Soto, will comprise the officials who will oversee today's contest. Kickoff's underway, and it will be Northern Colorado who begin with possession. Oprah in that left back spot, versatile guy, playing his touch there. But again, the 4-4-2 will be clashing with a back 3, back 5 situation. That'll be very interesting to see so far. Oprah plays a low pass in, cleared forward. Breck Evans will allow it to roll to his goalkeeper, Lalo Delgado. Dietrich has played in the midfield, but he's offering an option in the right back position currently. And Arthur Rogers, one of the most versatile players in this team, in the center of midfield. And there is Rendon, potentially coming back into a more typical right back slot. But Arthur Rogers was the USL League One Defender of the Year last year, and he's not playing in defense right now. Some injuries have moved him into the midfield for one of their leaders out there. Ball played here now into the corner. Rendon has it. He has Dietrich in support. Evans to Oprah. Not a single touch of the ball with the exception of a clearance forward for one Knoxville so far. Northern Colorado, the leading team in the standings for these two sides, the host team. So you'd imagine they may control proceedings throughout today's contest. Rendon tried to flick one behind the defender, but it was knocked out of play for the first throw-in of today's contest. The long throw was trying to pick out Lukic, knocked out for a throw further up the pitch. Rendon will go for Lukic again. Left-footed ball in. He was looking for Amin, but couldn't quite pick him out. They'll have to settle for a corner kick, the first of today's contest. Excuse me, that one will be going out for a throw, being very close to that corner flag. So Northern Colorado maintains this pressure. The toss in here. Rogers collects. This pass is a little light, intervened. And here is Angelo Kelly, picks it up. The first foray forward for one Knoxville. They'll be able to pass the ball around for the first time in today's contest. Long ball forward. It's been dealt with, but one high up the pitch. Waldeck can support out wide left. Right-footed shot. It's on frame. Delgado makes the first save of today's contest and easily deals with Frank Ross's shot. Frank Ross, one of the players coming back into the 11, returning from injury. Very talented Scotsman. His head coach, Mark McKeever, calling him a very technical player, very capable player in the forward positions. Arthur Rogers to Rendon. He's got Lukic. Holds off the challenge of Keegan and moves it infield. Rogers offering an option, and he'll receive it on the touchline. Low pass. Lukic trying to flick one forward, but not able to pick that one out. Be a goal kick. Sean Lewis, the man operating between the sticks for one Knoxville. Started every match for them this year after arriving from Indy 11 last year. But now these are two of the newer teams in USL League One. Northern Colorado with a stadium that's been debuted pretty recently. Their first time they have back-to-back home matches this season. They've played just 9 games so far. They played 3 games the entire month of May. Well, this is their 3rd game in the month of June already, and it's just June 10th. So they're preparing themselves for a much busier schedule. Head coach Ayman Zaid saying that he's appreciative of a more tighter schedule after a midweek contest against Richmond allows them to get prepared for a busy July schedule, which will see them have 7 matches currently slated for that. Foul committed by Oprah in the Knoxville end of the pitch, so they'll have a free kick in a more advanced position. But Knoxville have sat a bit deeper in the first 5 minutes of the contest. They were prepared to deal with the direct threat that they pose, they being Northern Colorado. And they have an opportunity with a free kick in an interesting position. Looks to be Waldeck who's standing over it. Is indeed. The left-footed Waldeck who's going to be able to potentially offer some direct service on this one. Lofted in. And cleared by Rendon. Thumping clearance forward. It's going to go all the way back to Lewis, who will catch it and roll it out. Angelo Kelly will slide over to Vanderplam. Rendon. Oprah on the far side of the pitch. Plays a 1-2 with Sabella. Now he's got some space to drive into. Oprah. Lukic has it now. Moves onto the left foot. Has it stolen away, though, by Vanderplam. He's going to be a more conservative passing option, but it's turned over now. Here's Rendon. The turn, the pass. Lukic has it. Tries to pass it off. Rogers wins it back. Player goes down, a bit theatrically. Left-footed ball into the box. Headed clear by Vanderplam. Oprah trying to pick out his teammate. It will be kept in play. Evans steps up to try and collect, and Rogers will fill into the space to regain possession. Match opened up a little bit after a bit of a tighter first few minutes, and Rogers will slide it over to his teammate. It's Dietrich, passes to Rendon. He passes back to Fola. Rogers carrying, lofts the ball up forward. Amin, who tried to get a foot to that one, but it was just off. But a lofted pass forward by Rogers. Very creative player. 80 chances created last season. It's a single season record. He's got 13 assists overall in his career. Chrysler picked out Kelly. Kelly shifting over into a right wing back position. Jan-Erik Linehouse operated there for the first 20 minutes of last week's contest against North Carolina, but he dislocated his shoulder on a slide tackle. Didn't train this week. He's going to be out for this contest. We'll hope to have him back in the foreseeable future, and they'll be very glad to have both James Thomas and Frank Ross back from injury. Advantage being played by the referee. Good opportunity. Waldeck has it with a bit of support with Ross. Plays it to him. To the byline, into the box, headed clear. Solid dribble, though, by Frank Ross. Great opportunity. Waldeck into the box. Delgado goes for, doesn't quite get it. The referee blows for a whistle. The goal will not count. Delgado taking a moment to get back up. Take a look at this from Ross, dribbling it into the box. Nice diving header, though, to get that one forced clear. Helping with the issue there, you saw Thomas collect it. He has the brace on his right wrist, right hand area. Had been dealing with that injury. They didn't want to rush him back. Delgado, after being a bit shaken up after a collision with his opponent, will be able to get back to his feet. They've talked about their goalkeeper depth, though. Johan Penaranda, guy who played 17 appearances last year, had the USL League One Save of the Year. And they've spoken about how his ability to compete with Delgado has helped him elevate his level. They've got 5 clean sheets on the year. He's got 32 saves. Handball committed. We just get back to the goalkeeper discussion. Delgado obviously maintaining his position there after arriving here in northern Colorado. Free kick opportunity from an interesting position. Standing over it is Dietrich and Rogers. And moving forward are some of the bigger players like Fola and Evans. But Rogers is a very big set-piece threat. Mark McKeever picked him out as a guy to watch out for as one of the premier options in that area. Keegan hustling back to offer a one-man wall for one Knoxville. The ball in by Rogers, headed clear by the first man, and it'll go back to him. They'll have to play off to Dietrich. Lukic gets it to Rogers. He's guarded by 2 defenders, though. Forced out of play, and it will stay, though, head in this direction. Adjudged to have last touched Derek Waldick on the left-hand side. Rendon will slide over to offer an option with the throw. No one close. Coming closer, though, is Lukic. Ross knocks that out of play. Rendon tosses one into the box, into the mixer. Headed back, Lukic gets ahead to it. Not fully dealt with. It's going to roll out now. Could have been lofted back in, played to Opera. Right-footed ball into the box. Ooh, a dangerous one. And it goes out of play. Just couldn't quite pick out. Looked to be Amon at the back post, who was attacking it. Had Lukic as well as an option. We'll get another look at it here. Opera put the right-footed ball in. Not his preferable foot, but you did see Amon lurking at the back post. Both him and Keegan, the 2 leading scorers for the teams, haven't had massive roles in the build-up play for either team. But you imagine they'll want their touches to be consequential should they get them near the 18s. Ball out by Lewis is poor. It's picked out by Rogers. Northern Colorado definitely controlling possession early on in these moments. They're off the back of a 2-0 win against Richmond. They've won 4 of 5. They're unbeaten in 5 games. And with 9 matches played, they sit 3rd in the table. But with their games in hand, should they win them, they could take first place in the league when they catch up with their team, opponents who have played more games than them. Head coach Ayman Zaid spoke about they weren't concerned about 1, 2, 3. They just want to be in the playoff spots around right now. They were finished in 7th place last season, a tiebreaker to make it to the playoffs. They felt very heartbroken they couldn't get there. That's a nice touchdown by Billy King. Right-footed ball into the box. Knocked clear. They'll go out for a corner kick. Billy King got 3 goals and an assist on the year. He'll walk over to set the ball up for Rogers, who will walk over to be the corner kick taker from the right-hand side. But Northern Colorado have lost just 1 game on the year, 1-5, drawn 3. Goes short to Lukic. Rogers offering an option as well. Lukic the step over. The right-footed ball comes off the defender, goes out for a corner kick. Again, just maintaining the pressure are Northern Colorado. Ball in. Deeper this time. Headed down. The turn. Low shot. It's collected by Lewis. He bobbled it a little bit, but he did fall on it to make the save there. It's Kelly. He's given some space with the ball. Vanderplam leaves it. And I'll get it now. Low ball picks out Andreasen. Crossfield ball. Ambitious picks out his teammate. Handball called though. That'll stop play on the wing, and it took a bit of time for looked to be Villalobos. Surprised that one was called as a handball. We'll see it again here on the far side. Controls it down. And it is bounced off the hand of Thomas, that is. The left hand. Fortunately for him, the non-injured hand. Obviously got the brace, and he's good enough to go out here. He's been a question mark, but could he come back for the last few weeks? And they decided today, with the injury to both Fernandez and Jan-Erik Leinhost, they wanted to bring in the talents of the Englishman. Fola plays it to Evans. Center backs linking up there. Low pass. Bit of a light pass there. Asked too much of his teammate, and powering forward is Waldeck. Driving into space. Lukic having to track back from his forward position to mark him. Plays it off. Here's Ross. He's got Andreasen with him. Andreasen on the right foot passes it across. Vanderploem. Kelly. It's Keegan dropping a bit deeper. Passes all the way back. On it now is Chrysler. Vanderploem. Moves to his right foot. Skelton. Ooh, nice turn to evade the defender. Passes over to Ross. It's Thomas trying to play it to Ross. They just couldn't quite link up. Rogers wins it back. He's going to go long with this pass. Direct option. The flag goes up, though, and it'll stop the movements of Trevor Amon. They scored from a similarly long pass last time out for Amon around the 84th minute to get the second goal, the one that would kill the match off against Richmond for a 2-0 win. He got the ball, drove it forward himself, and had a right-footed finish that was low, finished in the bottom left corner. But he's got pace, he's got a direct option, and they'll have to be vigilant, the entire defense, for one Knoxville, that they not only press players who could pass the ball forward quickly, but they also have an eye on Trevor Amon, the league-leading scorer at all times. Chrysler passes to Vanderploem, and he gets it back for him. Waldeck passes it into the channel. Running onto it was Keegan, but it's shepherded out of play by Breck Evans, and earns a goal kick for his side. US Foods, the official food supply partner of Future Legends Complex and Hailstorm FC. Dietrich leaves it for Rogers. Chest control. One, though, with a nice tackle by Villalobos. Andreasen. Pass is slid over. Vanderploem flicks it to Skelton. Waldeck gets to the pass first. One Knoxville growing into the contest after a bit of a quieter first 10-15 minutes. They're much more assertive now. Nice pass by Kelly. He found Ross. The pass out wide is going to be left. Thomas runs onto it. It's a touch. Ball into the box. Attacking is Andreasen, and that's a big collision there. Goes out of play on the near touch line. Both Andreasen and looks to be Fola went all out for that one. And both players took a bit of a beating going for that. You see the ball lofted in by Thomas, attacking at the back post. Andreasen looks like he got his head to it, and it was Fola who did just enough to put him off. But both players still have not gotten really up from where they fell. And it looks like it might have been a foul called against Andreasen, which is why Delgado has the ball near the goal. Andreasen started against Lexington, was dropped from the 11 last time out against North Carolina. Returns to the 11 here today. The Norwegian forward has got a goal on the season. But he's a massive frame up front. He was using it to full advantage, attacking that one. Two guys who returned to the 11 in Thomas and Andreasen. You really link up to full effect there. Here's King. Rolls it back for Opera. Rogers moving from his typical defensive position. He's played as a center back, a right back. Now he's playing as more of a defensive midfielder. That pass from Rendon asked too much of his teammate Dietrich. Rogers, nice tackle, gets it to him. Great turn, gets past two defenders, holds off the challenge of another. Driving forward, Amon in the box. Trevor Amon, oh, he drags that one just wide. Great work, great work by Jackson Dietrich to generate the space to drive into. Played a great pass into Amon, and he drags the shot just wide. We'll see it again here. Low pass, gets it onto his right foot, and that one whistles just wide of the post. You see it again, just pulling it across. He'll be forgiven on the totality of the year for not scoring that chance, but he will look at that one and want it back. Been an absolutely electric form. He's got 8 goals in USL League One, which is 2 more than anybody else. And he's been absolutely stellar in front of net. Great conversion rate especially. Incredibly lethal. Vanderplam takes it off Amon. Kelly. Tough to say whether this is a back 4 or a back 3 for one Knoxville. Thomas and Waldeck regularly moving forward, but we're seeing Vanderplam dropping deeper to offer passing options in that position. Ross flicks it on. That's Andreasen, tries to play it to Ross, but it's won back by Evans. Rogers under some pressure from Andreasen, holds him off, turns, holds off Kelly as well, and he's going to loft a pass and do his teammate going forward, driving onto the left foot now. Back to Rogers. Sabella plays it to Rendon. Rogers turns in field. And again with a switch of play. Quarterback in the match right now is Rogers. Low pass. Asked too much of Amon. He wanted that one put it to his feet, but it was put into space and it goes out for a goal kick. 3 shots so far for Northern Colorado, just the 1 for one Knoxville. 57% possession in favor of the hosts. Backing up just what you may have been seeing, which has been generally more of a control of the ball. Villalobos passes before Lukic could get a foot in. Lewis offered time to pick out a passing option. He's going to choose to go long. Andreasen chests it down, passes it to Waldeck. He'll win it back after passing it off of Sabella. Left-footed pass. Finds Andreasen. Here's Villalobos. Jimmy Villalobos. Nice slide tackle. Looked to be Breck Evans, who committed himself to the ground and knocked that one out of play for a throw. Waldeck lofts it in to Vanderplow. Ross moves in field. Played out wide. It's Thomas. Here's Kelly. Chrysler sprays a pass out wide to the right. Andreasen touches it down. Kelly, he's pressing Billy King, trying to make his life difficult. And he does win it off of him, earns a throw. He'll take it quick, toss it into Thomas. And play it back to him. Kelly, right-footed ball. Hooked clear by Dietrich. Some step-overs by Lukic, and he gets some space for himself and rolls it into Amon. Now a chance to break forward. Sabella with an option out wide to the right. Nice underlapping run. Lukic with the left-footed shot. Similar to Amon with the left foot, drags it wide to the right. Amund had the inverted chance with the right foot dragging it left. What a pass by Trevor Amund to pick out his forward compatriot. And he was patient. The goalkeeper dove a bit early, and the shot dragged agonizingly wide again. Twice, though, one Knoxville's gotten away with it a little bit. We'll see it again here. You see Trevor Amund moving the ball infield, and Lukic makes just a great run and spotted perfectly to nullify the defender. And the shot dragged wide. Whistle's gone. It's going to be a free kick. Going to be a free kick for one Knoxville. Round about the halfway line. Low pass. Picks out Ross. The play back to Skelton. Vanderploum has space to carry the ball into. Plays it to Keegan. He has Ross. Kelly sprays it to Thomas. Lofts one in. Headed clear. It's going to fall, though, for Waldeck. Couldn't quite get it onto his preferred left foot, and he's going to be forced to play it off. Skelton played to Thomas. Thomas into the channel for Kelly. Picks out his teammate. Oprah puts a foot in. Thomas went to the ground. Nothing given. He's got his head in his hands. He wanted a foul there, but nothing was given. And it's going to be a goal kick. You hear some coaches, players on the sideline saying, should be for diving. Looked to be something in there. Enough for a foul. Obviously ruled not to be by the referee. Back in play, though. 25 minutes gone. Crossfield ball. Rendon loses out to Waldeck, and he's just going to knock that one clear. They want to take a quick throw. Referee blows for a pause on that. And now they'll be able to take the throw. Here is Rendon. Rendon takes a heavy touch off of the flick from Lukic, and it goes out for a goal kick. Northern Colorado threatening. They've gotten some decent moments so far. Nothing's been able to translate, though, into the back of the net. Both Lukic and Amon have had good opportunities. They haven't been able to put on target. Both of them have been dragged just wide. Skelton, he's on the ball. To his goalkeeper, Lewis. And Chrysler will carry it forward. Villalobos. Ross flicks it back to him. On the left side, played it back to Chrysler. And it's now back to Lewis. Been some decent build-up from one Knoxville, some good moments. Trying to generate one here. Villalobos dropping to be the deepest midfielder. Check that, Vanderploum. He's offering an option. Left-footed ball. Looks like he's aiming for Waldeck. It will get to him. He lofts one forward. Andreasen. Flag goes up. The Norwegian was offsides. It was tight, but he was just offsides. It was a great lofted pass by Waldeck to try and pick him out. But looked to be just a hair too eager to run onto that one. Looked to be making a gesture to Waldeck saying just put a little bit less on that pass next time. Because they have done a good job of breaking down the press from Northern Colorado so far. Just haven't quite able to generate a great opportunity as of yet. Fola, pass looking for Opera. Great flick down, though, by Thomas. It's Ross driving forward. Played over to Thomas, asked a bit much of him. Played back to him. Thomas. Kelly offered a option support. Vanderploum, excuse me. Will cross the ball across the pitch for Waldeck. Andreasen to Waldeck. Left-footed ball into the channel. Kelly. Oh, he nutmegs his opponent. Going away from goal. Nice bit of flair, but not of massive substance. Ross holds off the defender and plays the pass to Chrysler. Yells of turn to Vanderplow. He does turn, but his pass is just too strong. Rogers can't bring the ball down, though. Low pass. Running onto it. Oh, a thumping challenge by Oprah, and he knocks it off of Thomas to earn a throw. Looks like that was Jay Keegan on the far side, excuse me. We'll see it again here. It was Keegan. Just a great challenge by Oprah, and pointed right at his opponent, saying he knocked it off of him. Throw to the far side. Headed back. Touched forward. Villalobos. Right-footed ball forward. Touched back by Andreasen. Nice ball by Chrysler. Picks out Andreasen. Villalobos to Kelly. Thomas in some space on the right. In the channel. Andreasen, a tough sliding challenge. Holding his foot, but nothing's called. Rendon picks it up, and he's going to go long with it. The referee is going to blow for a stop and play. Trevor Ahmed goes down into the challenge of Chrysler. The match developing a bit of a chippy edge. We'll see it again here. Well played in the challenge. It's Rendon. Yeah, it looked like he definitely got some of the ball, but a lot of the man going in for that one. Could have very easily seen that blown as a foul committed by Rendon. But generally, the referee has been very tight with what he's blown fouls for. Saw Thomas didn't get one on the opposite end there. But it appears that Christian Campo Hernandez is wanting the match to be a bit looser, a bit more physical will be the byproduct when you have a bit of a looser leash. But it's going to be, should be Northern Colorado possession. Maybe he's saying it's drop ball. Drop the ball back into play at the back line. Both teams definitely feeling each other out in these opening 30 minutes. Hailstorm FC and Future Legends print with the pros at Color Pro Printing of Fort Collins. They make your vision a reality. Check them out at colorproprint.com. Left-footed ball lofted forward. Ball's gone out of play. It'll be resumed with a throw for Northern Colorado. Rendon to take. That one goes over the head of Amon. Lewis. Lukic putting some pressure on him. He'll launch one into the evening sky in Colorado. Andreasen drops deeper, plays it to Kelly. Fires a pass to Keegan. He spreads play to Andreasen, flicks to Villalobos. Tracking back, though, was Sabella, and he won it back for his team. It is Sabella again. Left-footed flick. Only picks out Andreasen. He rushes back to try and offer some support. But he'll hold play up, and it'll get now to Derek Waldick on the near side. Waldick. Nice tackle. Seen Valentin Sabella dropping quite deep to offer support in defense. It's Waldeck. Floats one in. Rogers touches it down. Rendon's left-footed ball goes forward. Amon trying to pick out Lukic, but Chrysler gets in the way. No shots for either team in about 10 minutes. Both definitely been playing in between the 18s rather than in them for the last little while. Rendon, nice leaping volley to hook it clear. Sabella touches down for Rogers. Thought about a long pass. Instead, he'll cut it back, play it over to Lukic. He's got Sabella on the overlap. Passes. King turns, fires, shot is blocked. Headed clear. Not fully dealt with. It's going to be a bit of a loose touch. Bailed out, though. Foul is called against Billy King. We'll see it again here. Frank Ross touches it down and cuts across King. Feels a bit of a touch in the back of his heels. Goes down, hoping the referee blows his whistle. And his hopes were answered. Lofted forward by Chrysler, asking too much of Andreasen, and Rendon will toss the ball back into play. Sabella fouled Villalobos. He's pointed at the ball saying he got it, but referee blowing for a foul. He's also discussing things. It looks like the one Knoxville bench. Who had some thoughts about that foul? It's Rogers with it. Lofted forward. Running onto it is King. Fighting for it. Last touched him, and it goes out for a goal kick. We spoke about it in the open, but this is, again, a rematch of these two teams from earlier on in the year. They played in Knoxville. And it was interesting. In separate conversations with both Mark McKeever as well as Ayman Zaid, they both said that after that first half, Knoxville probably should have been up 2-3 goals. Bit of a heavy touch. We'll go back to it in a moment. But Chrysler does well to get back on it and win it. Went out of play. Tossed back in by Ross. Sabella turning up the field. Left-footed pass. Lukic. Back. Dietrich. Moves it. Pass across. That's Dietrich here, excuse me. Puts the defender off. Trying to pick out Oprah. He has to run to get onto it, but it asks too much of him. It goes out for a throw. But again, these two teams met in Knoxville, and Knoxville had a good amount of opportunities they should have put home, in their opinion, but they went 0-0 into halftime. Then Trevor Amon and Billy King got goals within 5 minutes of each other to take a 2-0 lead. Handball was called against Northern Colorado, and Jake Keegan scored a penalty. Brought it to 2-1 with about 25 minutes to go, but the match ended at that score, and they won that first matchup there. Rendon takes the throw in quick after forcing out a play. Driving into space is Dietrich. He's got Amon on the overlap. He'll keep it himself. Plays it to Amon now. What will he do? The pass, shot, whatever you may call it, hits the opponent and goes out for a corner kick. We'll see it again here. Dietrich just waited, played it to Amon. Look at that. That's Jake Keegan tracking all the way back to block that one out. Between those two guys is 13 USL League One goals. He's number 3 in the league in goals. Amon number 1. If you were going to guess who might score a goal today, if anybody would, it'd be a very safe bet that it'd be either of those two. The 7 for Knoxville and the 9 for Northern Colorado. Rogers, the 14, is going to be taking this corner kick with the right foot, lofted in, headed clear. King collects on the far side. One-on-one with the defender, moves on to his right, now to his left, back to his right, passes over to Lukic. Oprah. Sabella lines one up. The shot takes a big deflection. Waldeck's header is going to roll out for a throw-in. Here is Rendon. Rogers steps up to win it. Plays it to Rendon and gets it back. Curling ball into the box. King trying to bring it down but couldn't. And now here's Kelly. He's got some space to drive into. A chance for a break. Kelly asking too much of his teammate Frank Ross. That one is going to be stopped from rolling out of play for a, looks to be probably a throw-in, collected by Fola. One Knoxville in their match last time out against North Carolina was 0-0 at this stage as well. But it was a late first half goal from Olex Anderson. Excuse me, it was a pass from Olex Anderson that picked out Jaden Cervania to get the lone goal of that match just on the doorstep of halftime. So if they don't score themselves, they'll be hoping for a similar, or for a different response, I should say. And they'll want to head into halftime without a goal rather than down one. Lewis up the pitch. Oprah will let it roll out for a throw. Rogers back. Evans, left-footed crossfield ball, picks out Rendon. Villalobos gets a toe in to knock it out. Rendon tosses one in, only finds Vanderploum. Hooks one clear. Nice touchdown by Keegan. Got time to pick out an option if he wants to. He'll cut back and roll it to Kelly. He's in some space as well, and he rolls it to Thomas. They allow numbers to get back from Northern Colorado, and they'll go all the way back to the defense, and they'll maybe try and build up from scratch. Vanderploum stands on it. Pass makes it its way to Chrysler. Low pass, Andreasen. Picks out Villalobos. He gets it to Kelly. Waldeck. Andreasen pokes it to Vanderploum. Crossfield ball. Thomas gets to it in the corner. Whips one in. Oh, a vital header. Still not done, though. Rendon bumped into his opponent. Very well done. And he'll be able to collect it uncontested. And Rendon can carry it forward. Ooh, nice fake. Puts off Villalobos. Outside the left foot pass. Can't pick out his teammate. And Skelton steps up to win it. Advantage being played. Villalobos to Kelly. Frank Ross. It's Waldeck. Thought about a left-footed cross, opted not to. He was pressed by Rendon. He'll play it back. It's Chrysler. They're quite deep now, Northern Colorado are. Vanderploum dribbles forward. Trying a pass. Tries another one, but both are blocked. Very meaty tackle between Vanderploum and Rendon. He gets the ball out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Northern Colorado. Amon a little slow to get up after a challenge as well. Conduct all electric. We'll take a look at this first before we do that read. Again, drives out to the side. Gets a lot of the ball and a lot of the man. Vanderploum putting himself in there. And Amon taking a little bit to get up. Conduct All Electric offers full electrical services for residential, commercial, and industrial, as well as 24-hour emergency services for their clients right here in Northern Colorado. About 2 minutes out from any stoppage time that may extend this first half. Neither team with a golden opportunity. Maybe Trevor Amon could claim the best one. He had a right-footed shot from a slightly tight angle in the box. Had just the goalkeeper to beat, and he dragged it wide. Lukic in a similar position on the other side. With his left foot, dragged it wide as well. Pass blocked. Kelly collects. Keeps it in play. One back by their opponent. Rogers. It's Lukic. Dribbling the defender. Some step overs. Oh, Waldeck maintained his composure and picked it off of him. Chopped back. Keegan plays it back to Waldeck. Minute out from stoppage time. We're hearing it should be about a minute added on at the end of this first half. Kelly. Forced back by Dietrich. Vanderploum. Crossfield ball. Asked too much of Ross running onto that one. Maybe Waldeck trying to chase that one down, and it rolls out of play. Rendon has it for a throw-in deep in their half. Vanderploum heads it forward, and a thumping ball up into the sky by Sabella. King and Kelly fighting for it. A diving header. That starts possession for his team. Thomas carrying it up the pitch. Holds off the defender. Andreasen into the channel. Sliding challenge. One. Knocked out of play for a throw. We'll have the 1 minute of added time. Knoxville would love to flip the script from last week. They conceded a late first half goal. Could they try and score one themselves? Left-footed shot. Oh, it's on target, and Delgado has to put two hands to it. Villalobos trying to run it down. Rendon will head it clear. That's when that one is knocked out of the field, and Sabella will have to pass it off. Waldeck to Keegan. It's Waldeck. Turning inside. Ross, step over. Ball comes off of, went out of play. Trying to figure out who went off of last. It went out off of Frank Ross. It'll be a goal kick for Northern Colorado. Could be the last bit of action here in this first half. That is indeed how this first half wraps up. No goals as of yet, some decent opportunities, but two teams will have a lot to think about as they head into break for halftime. 0-0 as things stand between Northern Colorado and 1 Knoxville. We're going to take a quick break. Some scores across the country in League One and an update on what's happening across things. That wide left, right-footed shot on frame in just a moment. Lofts the ball up forward.
Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Welcome. I'm Jason Olskart. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskart team powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with future legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Halftime between Northern Colorado and 1 Knoxville. Here in Northern Colorado, 0-0 as things stand. We got some highlights over from Wednesday and some stats leaders across the country. We'll take a look at that.
Let's discuss the most important soccer news from this past Wednesday, USL League One highlights. Starting with the Red Wolves hosting Forward Madison in the 37th minute. Mo Espinoza with his 3rd assist of the season, connecting with Ropapa Mensah for his 3rd goal of the season. How huge would it be for the Red Wolves if Mo Espinoza can get back to full form like he was last year? He was so explosive in 2022. They could use that here in 2023. Meanwhile, Mensah, after scoring a goal, provides an assist to Siobhan Marsh. 2-0 in the first half. Ziggy Korotowski's side has been looking for a good first half for a while now. They found it. There were 36 total shots, 9 on goal in this game, including this scrambling effort from Forward Madison that would not go in. Aviles would end up falling down on it. He had 5 saves in the match total and ultimately would collect the clean sheet in a 2-0 win for the Chattanooga Red Wolves. They have 3 wins this season, all of which have been at their fortress, CHI Memorial Stadium. Meanwhile, later that night, the 2nd ever home game at Future Legends Complex for Northern Colorado, and they're hosting the Kickers. Look at this ball from Leo Fola. Just wonderfully done. You don't really need me to describe just how great a pass this is from Fola. Valentin Sabella scores his 1st goal of the season, and Will Palmquist in just his 4th start this year with the Kickers. Not much he can do about that one. Meanwhile, in the second half, Michael Hornsby looking for Matt Bentley, but instead finds Lalo Delgado. Big chance for the Kickers, would not go through. And then before they knew it, the hole was going to get deeper because Trevor Rahman, the Golden Boot leader, already has 7 goals in a 2-on-1 situation. Proves while he is the best goal-scoring threat in all of USL League One right now. Just rifles it in that bottom left corner. In 2 games at Future Legends Sports Complex, Northern Colorado have outscored their teams 6-1 in those matches. And Trevor Rahman, a big part of that, 8 goals and in the lead for the Golden Boot race. That's right. It is time to start tracking the Golden Boot leader, the assist leader, and the Golden Glove leader. We have enough base and data to really start effectively tracking this stuff for all these teams across USL League One. Rafa Mentigan led the pack to start things off this year, but Amin, what a fantastic month he has had. Noe Meza also tracking in behind. This will be an interesting race. Right now, Amin so strong in that regard as we pivot over to the assist leaders, where it's very much more up in the air. No one's really tallied up a massive number of assists yet this season. So that could change at any moment, any month. A player could just get on a passing tear. That would be fantastic. Arthur Rogers last year, of course, had a ton of assists. But we got a couple of players here that all are more than capable of creating and serving up goal-scoring opportunities for their compatriots. Meanwhile, when it comes to the goalkeeping, it's a lot of new faces. As a matter of fact, not a single bona fide keeper from last year in USL League One that is in the lead in this Golden Glove race. Sean Lewis coming from the USL Championship. Bernd Shipman is new. Lalo Delgado is new. And although Austin Pack has played with the Jacks before, this is his first time being the goalkeeper for the Jacks since coming to USL League One. And how fantastic has he been? Leading in goals against, leading in clean sheets, leading in saves. Right now, he's the front runner for Golden Glove, and also for Goalkeeper of the Year in USL League One. But any of these guys could catch up to him. That's all we've got for now in this halftime. We'll step aside briefly. When we come back, we have more content for you here on ESPN+.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Taxes man, left foot, and it's a first-time shot, and a goal! Luis Fernando! It's turned over. Babu Karjai to put it away! Phoenix Rising will take all 3 points, 3-1 Rising.
Welcome. I'm Jason Olskart. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskart team powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with future legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Back here between One Knoxville, Northern Colorado, some news and notes across the country. Brooklyn is going to be the next League One franchise, expecting to begin play in 2025. Richmond bringing in Comunicaciones FC for an international friendly, and Artez Diouf, a 2-goal performance, had a Player of the Week performance in a draw against the Hailstorm about a week ago now. Got a draw against them. Fascinating there, but the USL continuing to expand. Fascinating to see what will happen up in Brooklyn. Now, we saw Diouf was the Player of the Week. The rest of the guys in that Team of the Week as follows. You see a pair of guys from the Hailstorm in Rendon and Rogers, but that is your Week 12 Team of the Week. Again, maintaining his spot in goal, Austin Packman, and an absolutely electric option in between the sticks for Charlotte Independence, who have had a great year to this point. Across the country, though, it's been a very fascinating day. A lot of changes potentially afoot. Greenville and Union drawing a big 3-0 win, though, by Forward Madison over North Carolina FC. The current league leaders, they're now level on matches played with Charlotte Independence, but the defeat comes right there. So very fascinating to see those 3 matches come in there. Looking forward, though, what's going to happen down later on this season. Central Valley Fuego and Richmond Kickers getting underway here in just a little bit. Northern Colorado can look forward to a trip to South Georgia, and One Knoxville will host Charlotte Independence, who will look to try and get back in the pole position here in the league. Well, we are just a moment away from some second half action from Northern Colorado against One Knoxville. Back in a moment on ESPN+.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
It's a new day, Northern Colorado, and we're set to seize it. More than that, we're out to dent the old standard and set the gold standard. Today is about resilience. That's something our squad has shown and continues to show. Today is about growth. That's a trait this team and this town have seen and continue to see. All this time, the focus has been on our community's legendary future. But today, it dawned on us. The future is now. Are we building something special? Hell yeah, we are.
45 minutes left in this one. Let's look at the first 45 before we break into it. Between one Knoxville and Northern Colorado, we see an early save by Sean Lewis. Called into action a little bit in that first half. Some Arthur Rogers free kicks, corner kicks, set pieces in general causing some problems. But he was called into action numerous times there in the first half in net. Seeing again, Dietrich places from probably the best chance of the half. Amon dragging it just agonizingly wide off of a great feed from Dietrich. Didn't call Lewis into action on that one, but just couldn't quite put it on target. And again, we'll see it's Amon who has the ball, plays it to Lukic, and his shot is going to be dragged wide as well. So a pair of great opportunities. You see Dietrich a little upset that that one couldn't have been put in, but a great pass by Amon, and that one dragged just wide. A few opportunities, small ones. A save forced in right there by Delgado late on in the first half. But overall, you see the stats right there. 6 shots for the Hailstorm, helping them to have some better opportunities. But again, the most important one, no goals for either team. Possession maintains a pretty similar number right there. Well, that's the first 45 minutes and the story that we've seen in the match up to this point. And both teams will try and break things off, change things around, and see what they can do heading into the second half. The two teams preparing themselves to come back out onto the pitch. But one Knoxville have failed to score a first half goal in 8 of their 12 games. And Central Valley Fuego and Chattanooga, the only teams to do that more frequently. They've done that 10 times, those two teams. But 8 out of 12, they've been a second half team, taking a little bit to grow into the contests over time. And we saw in this one that obviously not a great opportunity with exception for the long shot that forced Delgado into the save. But overall, Northern Colorado will feel that they should have been the one, almost the inverse of last time round between these two teams, when it was one Knoxville who had the better split of opportunities in the first half. They didn't score a goal in the first half. Headed into halftime 0-0. Conceded 2 goals in the second half with their opponents on the road. So kind of been a similar situation. Home side controlling the first half between these two teams. We'll see if it follows a similar script to last time they played. One Knoxville would love for that to be the situation where the road team gets a win. But a 2-1 victory last time round has put North Carolina. I'm speaking of them because they just lost the recent match. Northern Colorado, they would want to avoid that. But they will have seen the results across the country. Well, they may not have seen it, but it'll have implication. Forward Madison taking them down 3-0 in a really impressive performance at home. Able to get the points there. And while they may not be chasing the podium place in the league, the win elsewhere will put them in a great spot should they get the 3 points today. We're back underway for the second half of action. Heading from left to right in the orange and red sunset-esque uniforms is one Knoxville, and heading from right to left in their home whites is Northern Colorado. The chipped pass forward is going to be picked up by Delgado. And we'll toss it out to Opera. Evans carrying it forward. Lukic, a very deep option. Fola. Low pass. Picks out Lukic. Trying to spread the play, but left the pass too short. A bit of a loose touch. It's going to fall for Lukic. King turns. Sabella holds off the defender. Plays it back to Rogers. Rendon into the box. Headed clear. A dangerous ball in, though. It's going to spin. Dietrich going for it. It goes out of play. Last touch by one Knoxville. He'll leave it for Oprah can come up to try and toss it back in. You see Oprah there. Had 5 goals in 47 appearances for Spartak Jurmala in the Latvian top division. This one rolls. Sabella will play it back. But very interesting international blend for this Northern Colorado team. Mix of players with college experience, overseas experience, and obviously domestic experience across the leagues here in the United States. Rendon, nice chest control, brings it in, plays the pass. Lukic has it poked away. Rogers. Low pass. Amin. Out wide, it's Dietrich. Played it back to him. Dietrich, low pass. Really penning them in here in the opening few minutes is Northern Colorado. Rogers carries it forward. Tries to poke it up to a teammate, but it's headed down. Jake Keegan to try and carry it forward. And Oprah shepherds it out of play and tosses it back in for a throw. King puts the defender off. Keeps going in field. King with the right foot. He wanted a deflection, but the referee just points for a goal kick. But Billy King driving inside. Had a bit of a threat there, but his shot goes over the bar. We'll see another look at it here. Holds off the challenge of Kelly, puts it onto his right foot, and the shot knuckled a little bit, but it was always going just wide. Billy King called one of the most technical players in the league by his coach, Ayman Zayed. He's played in the Europa League, the Europa Conference League as well, over in Europe. Had 15 goals for St. Patrick's Athletic in Scotland. He's got a lot of experience in Europe. He's got 3 goals and an assist already on the season. Referee blowing his whistle as Lewis is continuing to ponder his options and will choose to loft it forward. Andreasen, nice flick on header. Coming together. Thomas pointing one way, referee points the other. Oprah, longer throw. Thomas picks out Kelly. His pass blocked. It's going to roll forward though. Keegan holds off the challenge, plays it to Andreasen. He's got the ball on the side, low pass into the box. Dietrich is going to pick it up and be able to carry it forward. He's going to loft it. Run onto his Amin. They're going to opt to just go for the safe option and just knock it out of play. And King gets nutmegged by the ball being tossed to him by the ball boy. Second try will bring it in. Dietrich bringing it in field. Passes it, but it was blocked by Vanderplam. Lofted forward. Coming off of his line is Delgado, and he'll be able to just poke it forward to Oprah. Keegan pressing his opposite number, but he does well to hold it off and spread it out. He picked out Fola. Sabella's pass blocked. Lukic. Rogers. Crossfield ball. Controlled by the thigh of King. Carrying it forward. A teammate is there. Referee points it to the spot. Dietrich got to it first. Vanderplam brings him down. And the best opportunity of the match is about to present itself for Northern Colorado. You see Dietrich a little slow to get up, but right when that pass was played in by King, you saw Vanderplam try and make a move for it. Took him out. Very smart by Dietrich to just get his foot in the way. And now a penalty opportunity for Trevor Amin. He's got 8. He's already the leading scorer in the league by 2 goals, can add further daylight to that, but he cares more about trying to offer some lead here today. Amon. Saved. Sean Lewis gets down low to his right side. What a stop. Vanderplam gives him a massive high five. He's the most relieved man in the stadium. And Sean Lewis stands tall. That one rolls out of play. Dietrich can't get there in time. And what a missed opportunity for Northern Colorado. We'll see it again here. He prowls up to it. Low shot. Just a nice, powerful hand by Lewis. Guessed right and made the save. That's the man who made the stop, though, in net. Massive, massive save in the context of the match here today. Ball's on the other end for one Knoxville. They'll want to take that momentum and push it forward. Here's King. Taken down by his opponent. Anderson bumps in to his opponent. The free kick is going to be just inside their own half. Oprah will get us back underway, but what a missed opportunity just there for Northern Colorado. Just couldn't get that one to go. Lofted forward. Sabella inside onto the left. Loses his footing. Vanderplam knocks it forward. Anderson bumped in the back by Oprah. Thomas goes long with it. Keegan running forward for it. And it's going to be knocked clear. Throw-in more advanced. It was Ross running forward, excuse me, and Keegan will be the one who has the throw-in. That was the third penalty conceded by one Knoxville on the season. Only Lexington has conceded more. They've conceded 4. Knocked over, but nothing given. Rendon thumps one forward. Ammon is going to want to try and make up for the missed penalty he had just a moment ago. Loses possession, though, there. Lewis is going to go long. Rogers. Oh, that chested ball by Amon. Did pick out Sabella, but he was in an offside position when it hit the chest of the number 9. It wasn't too often this year that you'd see Trevor Amon miss that kind of opportunity. Been a very lethal score for them so far, but obviously still quite a lot of time for something to happen. Probably about 40 minutes left in this contest. If you factor in some stoppage time. Hard to imagine it ending 0-0. Thomas driving forward. Draws the contact there and takes a tumble after being fouled by Dietrich. We'll see it again here, but the Englishman just collects and just powers past the initial challenge. Nice drop of the shoulder, gets it past his opponent, but was brought down. Jackson Dietrich joined halfway through last season from Chattanooga. Started 11 of the final 14 games. He's made 10 appearances this year so far in the midfield. He's got a pair of goals. I'd love for him to crop up with one here today. Kelly. Back to Vanderplam. He's a midfielder by trade, but he's very often dropping to be the deepest player in build-up. Here's Thomas. again coming back from injury, both him and Ross. So he managed the first half with some nice minutes under the legs to get back into some match fitness. .68% possession this second half so far for Northern Colorado. They've dominated their share of the ball. Bit of pressure from Knoxville. Delgado. Still got Evans in support next to him. On his left and on his right was Fola, but he's going to go along with it. Flicked on by Rendon. Nice header. Sabella, one-on-one with the center back. He's going to duck back, plays it to Rogers. He's going to spread play. Oprah on the near side. Has a pair of options in the box. Oh, the pass just too strong for Dietrich. Bit of frustration as they couldn't link up there to make that one work. See it again here. But you see Oprah just kind of carried into some space, making the underlapping run was Dietrich. And I think they just couldn't quite sync up run and pass. And the pass had too much lead on it for Dietrich to reach. Keegan dropping back with the ball. Plays a 1-2. Gets it back. Long ball. Header won by Fola. And deals with the danger presented by Andreasen. Knoxville dropping into a much deeper pressing shape. They're not pressing when the ball is in this portion of the pitch, allowing Northern Colorado to kind of bring it forward. Sit in a much deeper line. You see Kelly meet the ball now. Rogers lofts it forward. Rendon with it. Holds off the challenge of Waldeck. Second one, though, does stop him. Sabella pushes it, but pushes it too much, goes out for a goal kick. Both teams just lacking the final product right now to get it across the line. We talked about at the open of the half that when Knoxville have not scored in the first half in 8 of their 12 matches, which is quite a high mark compared to many other teams in the league. In their defense and in fairness to them, in 8 of the 12 matches they've held their opponent scoreless, which is second best in the league. So a lot of 0-0 first half draws for one Knoxville. They've been having a lot of their action kicking in the second half. And about an hour into this one, still searching for the first goal. There was a penalty saved by Sean Lewis, taken by Trevor Ammon for Northern Colorado. Dietrich, the man who won the penalty. Evans to Fola. Dietrich. Opera asks a bit of King to run that one down. But again, Knoxville standing off Northern Colorado, forcing them to find a way through a very deep block. Rendon. Lukic. He's dropping very deep. Forward, he's got the ball between the center backs. Plays a 1-2 with his teammate. Dietrich carries it forward. Rogers Here's King. Oprah plays low pass. It's flicked. Oprah gets it. He goes down in the box. Goes out, though, for a goal kick. I think it was definitely ambitious. He took a heavy touch, hoped that the referee would see the contact in the back of him and rule for another penalty. Similar spot to where the first one was conceded, but different outcome. That'll be a goal kick to be taken by Lewis. Got some substitutions incoming here. Coming off is Ross and Andreasen. In place of them, Callum Johnson, as well as Matthew Vowinkle. 2 forwards off, 2 forwards on. Just a bit of a change into the guard there. Frank Ross had come back from injury. Solid hour of action for him in his return. Matthew Vowinkle came off the bench for Jan-Erik Linehouse in last game's contest. We got a sub on the other side of things as well.
Attention for substitution.
Coming off is Stefan Lukic, and coming on is Marky Hernandez. This is the 11 that started the match last time out for Northern Colorado. Header won by Fola. Early contribution from Johnson. He'll offer a shorter option for a throw, but Keegan will instead opt to leave it for Waldeck to toss it into play as he comes up the pitch.
Attention for substitution. Hailstorm making their first and second change. Leaving the game, number 22, Stefan Lukic, and number 30, Valentin Sabella. Entering the game, number 8, Norte Nordi.
Norte Nordi coming on as well for Sabella, as you heard from the PA announcer. So a pair of subs for both teams at the same time. Neither of them allowing the opposition to have a deeper cohort of fit options. Opara goes long, quickly running onto it. Nordy, low ball in, and it's cleared out of play. That was a dangerous one. Quick round of applause for him there after coming on and offering a very quick option. Into the box, headed clear. Touchdown by Vowinkle. Keegan plays it to Villalobos. Waldeck, under the pressure of Rendon, has it played off. Kelly. Thomas, it's blocked. Could have spun awkwardly for them, and he'll be very thankful that it only rolled to its friendly jersey. Header is flicked on by Oprah. Thomas tosses it into Keegan. He'll play a pass to Kelly. Low pass. Vowinkle. Facing goal now. Low pass. Gets it out wide now. Thomas. Kelly. 1-2. Goes back to Kelly. Waldeck. Kelly. Vanderplam. Low pass, picks out a teammate. Bit of sustained possession. Waldeck. Ball into the box. Floated in. Headed out by Evans. And fully thumped out of play. Forward. Chrysler. Just kicks that one out of play. It's going to go out for a throw. In the midfield, driving forward. Dietrich. He's got Oprah as an option, goes even further. It's King, keeps it in. Kicks it off his opponent, goes out for a throw. Dietrich thought about tossing it to King in the corner. But instead he's going to leave it for Oprah to take. King. Sides up his defender, plays it to Oprah. Right-footed ball to the back post. Foul called as Amon was leaping up for it against Lewis. It went past both of them, but he's called for a foul, jumping up for that one. We'll see it again here as Oprah with his right foot lofts it into the box. Just both of them jumping for it. And bit of a raised elbow from Amon. Knocked off the goalkeeper. Lewis looks to be fine. Just a bit shaken up after both of them went for that one. Less than 30 minutes in this one. The Lions' share of the good opportunities have definitely gone the way of Northern Colorado. They've got about 58% possession. 1.2 expected goals, the bulk of that coming in the form of a penalty by Trevor Ammon that was saved by that man right there, Sean Lewis. Still, 0-0 as things stand. Knoxville definitely the team to be more pleased with the hard-earned point on the road. Well, Northern Colorado, that's a loose touch, though. And Delgado had to be alert to clear it forward as Bowinkle was in the area to pounce. But Northern Colorado would definitely love to make it 3 home wins on the season. They won on Wednesday against Richmond, their first time in 5 attempts against the Kickers. Hooked clear. Waldeck knocks out a play. Rendon has Nordy as a nearby option. He'll give it to him. Have it flicked back down. Rendon's ball forward causes a bit of trouble. King touches it down. Amon gets it on the right foot. The low shot. Oh, it's just wide. He's got an incredible ability to generate some space for himself. And that one looks like it took a deflection, while whether it was the goalkeeper or defender, we may see here on the second look. But nice flick. Low shot. Tough to see who took the final touch on that one, but it was a Knoxville player. So it'll be a corner kick for Rogers. Trevor Amon had about 3 really nice opportunities in this match, including the penalty. Haven't been able to see him squander that many opportunities this year. Rogers with the corner. Punched clear. Villalobos will loft it clear. Waldeck trying to touch it down. Nordy gets under it. Oprah. Rogers. It's Fola. Norty. Dietrich. King. He's got Oprah ahead of him. Rogers. King. Low ball. Norte keeps it alive. Rogers thought about a switch to Rendon, opts not to. Instead plays it in between the lines. Oprah, one-on-one. Ball in. Bounced, low shot, takes a bit of a deflection. Thomas has to hook it clear. A cagey first 70 minutes between these two teams. Match number 10 of the year for Northern Colorado. Match number 12 of the year for Knoxville. Sitting third is Colorado. And currently in sixth, a loose touch, a careless touch by Oprah. Concedes possession to Knoxville at the halfway line. Thomas to be able to throw it in. Villalobos returns the favor with a loose pass there. King. Leaves it for Oprah, who will take the throw. Oprah. Oh, nice touch. driving onto it. Kelly knocks him off. Oprah, low pass. Oh, dealt with well after beating 3 defenders. Thomas hooks it clear. The pressure is being maintained, though. Rogers. Dietrich driving it. Left-footed ball. Across the pitch. Step overs. Carrying it forward. Ooh. Lofted into the box. Lewis will have to claim, though. Some nifty footwork on the outside, though. Loveland Laser Tag has the biggest laser tag arena on the front range. Plus they serve. As we see, just again, the Oprah dribble there and knocked out of play. Plus they serve delicious food, draft beer, and unlimited fun every day. Low pass into the channel. Ball into the box, takes a deflection. Delgado can collect. But definitely come eat, play, and tag at LLT, Northern Colorado's premier entertainment center. Les Loveland Laser Tag Fun Center. Rogers. Dietrich. You can see the jersey of Rosas. He's preparing to come into the contest. Brendan Rosas, a forward by trade. Not made a ton of appearances on the season so far, but will be interesting to see who he comes on for to try and offer a spark off the bench. Here's Oprah. You saw a moment ago his dribble forward. Small pass. King. Step over. Trying to generate some space. Low pass. Rogers. Pass inside. Deflected out. Rogers can't get it past 2 opponents. Vowinkle. Low pass. Picks out Keegan. That's a nice pass. Driving it forward. It's Keegan running onto this one, as a matter of fact. Have to step on it. Great tackle, though, in recovery by Billy King. Knocks it out for a throw-in. We'll see it again here. Just some great footwork. Try and generate some space for himself. Marky Hernandez lofted into the box. Couldn't find a teammate, but just some tricky footwork. So yeah, 2 goals, 2 assists on the year. Just a big threat out wide. Trevor Ahmed coming off for Brandon Rosas. Not been his day. Had a pair of nice opportunities and missed a penalty as well. Should say was saved by Lewis. So had a saved penalty. So the big goal threat, honestly, for Northern Colorado goes off, but after scoring 8 goals in 6 games, you're bound to slow down from that breakneck pace. We'll see if Rosas can score some in his stead. Headed down. Thomas flicks it out. Keegan. He's got Kelly with him. Moving it inside. Kelly. Vanderploum does manage to keep it in play. Hooks it back in. Here is Rosas. Makes it a heavy touch. And it goes out for a throw to be taken by Knoxville. Villalobos. Chrysler. Back to him. And back to Chrysler. He's got Vanderploum. Oprah intervenes with his pass intended for Kelly. Crossfield pass, spins a little bit, allows Waldeck to get back in on the press, but he had found Marky Hernandez. Here back is for Hernandez. Waldeck forcing him back. He goes down under the contact of Waldeck. We'll see it again here. Just some nice footwork from Hernandez. And then a bit too much physicality from Waldeck in the referee's eyes. And this is an interesting position. Chance for an in-swinger from Rogers in a deep position. He's got set-piece threat. He's got 4 assists on the year. He's got Marky Hernandez right next to him, but he'll go into the box. The diving header is forced out by his opponent. Knocks it out for a corner kick to be taken on the left-hand side. Ahinga Selemani is readying himself to come on. You can see on the bottom of your screen. And on the left side of your screen, you can see Rogers meandering over to the corner. 6 options in the box for him to pick out, and King on the edge of the box. Meadow Gold. Corner is brought to you by them. Right-footed corner into the box. They attacked at the near post. It was won by Rosas, but he couldn't put it on frame. Going down now is Angelo Kelly. Looks to be in a bit of discomfort. He's getting some help though from the referee to get up off the ground. His night might be over. It's going to offer both teams an opportunity to get some refreshment, some drinks. But we are 78 minutes into this one. Kelly appears to be coming out. It'll be Ahinga Selemani who will be coming on for him. So more forward-thinking option. Kelly kind of playing in a right mid, right wing back role in this contest so far today. Selemani will probably fill in there. NOCO Party Buses, Northern Colorado's #1 luxury transportation service. Book them for all your transportation needs. NOCO Party Buses, a fun, safe, and reliable way to travel.
Number 9, Ahinga Selemani. Selemani replaces Kelly in the 79th minute.
Here's Opara. Hernandez is going to receive the ball. Low pass, Rogers. Incredibly versatile. Opera. Norte. Rogers. Trying to hold the ball off, loses out. Keegan can collect. Cuts it back past a few opponents. Keeps possession. Waldeck has it. Eyes up a pass forward. Plays it into the channel. Some nice movement forward. Vowinkle, can he keep possession? He can. And with it is now Callum Johnson. He pokes it across. Running into a lot of space is Thomas, and he will keep it in play. He's one-on-one with Diedrich, but it's blocked out for a throw. He wants Callum Johnson to take, and he will make his way over. One of the substitutes in this match. He started last time out. Tossed in. Pass inside. Hooks clear. Right onto it is Rosas. Holds off the defender. Did it hit his arm? Referee says no. Waldeck, though, is able to intervene with his pass and can play it off to Chrysler. Referee blows for a foul. Thought about playing an advantage as that one was played across the field, but it's going to be blown for a free kick to be taken by one Knoxville. Still no yellow cards in this contest. Surely that's going to immediately be followed by being proven wrong, but been a handful of fouls, but neither team has committed a yellow card worthy offense. We'll see again what happened here. Just a bit of a sliding challenge there, and it appeared to be just a bit of a body put in the back of Skelton that's put him off. Free kick to be taken by Skelton, the man who won it. This one across the field. Waldeck was the potential intended recipient, but Rendon climbed to the highest. Tossed in. Villalobos fires a pass in. Unable to bring it down. And it'll be another throw. Over there is Waldeck. Waldeck. Knocked clear. Thomas. Johnson. Played into the channel. Thomas. His first attempt is no good. Keeps possession though. Johnson. To the back post. It comes loose. An absolute rocket. What a save by Delgado. Still not gone here. Absolutely leathered by Villalobos. And Delgado gets two hands to it. What a stop by the man between the sticks. He shakes his head there. He's got to be, he couldn't have seen much of that one as it was absolutely leathered into the box. He's just going to bounce out here, and on the half volley just catches it so sweetly. And just puts it 2 on target almost. 2 central. But nearly beat him with sheer power. Well, Knoxville testing the keeper there. About 6 minutes left in this one. Lofted forward. Selemani was chasing it. But Evans got there, knocked out of play. Gives up a corner kick. Again, corners brought to you by Metal Gold all throughout tonight's contest. Waldeck is running over. He's got 2 assists on the year. Leads the team in that regard. It's a team that has needed goals from other areas. Jake Keegan's got 5, but no one else has more than 1. He's not the ideal set-piece threat to win a header. But they've got guys with frames. They've got a guy who can deliver them in Waldeck. Prepares for the left-footed cross. Nice header clear. Selemani will collect. Kicks off Rendon. Goes out for a throw. Takes it quick. Villalobos. He's got Thomas with him. Puts a bit too much on that pass. Thomas going to have to hustle to keep it in play. And he will do just that. Thomas recently returning from an injury. Playing full 85 here so far. Nice touch by Oprah to collect it after the header was won. Marky Hernandez. Low pass. Rosas couldn't win it back. Hernandez in the press. Callum Johnson fires a low one. Selemani was offsides if he had gone for it. Delgado passes it out after the free kick. Dietrich. You can just sense from both teams a desire to avoid any big mistake, any big moment that could lose you the match. You can see Noah Powder preparing to come back on. To come on, I should say. Hernandez plays it. Norte. Low pass. It's going to squirm out now for Rogers. He may want to put it on his right foot. He does. It's put in. It's hooked clear. Dietrich. Low pass. It's Rendon. Lofted high. Asking a lot of Hernandez. Asks too much. Goes out for a goal kick. Falling down to the ground is Thomas. He's looked like he's absolutely gassed. 86 minutes of effort after coming back from injury. Will likely get Powder onto the pitch for Billy King.
Attention for substitution. Presented by Shift 4. Hailstorm making its 4th change. Leaving the game, number 19, Billy King.
Confirmation of the sub. King out for Noah Powder.
Replaces King in the
See it again here. Just Thomas, after running that one down, looks like he made a gesture to the bench that he wanted to potentially come off. He's lying down, taking a bit to get back up, but Noah Powder, he's made 12 caps for Trinidad and Tobago. 7 Major League Soccer appearances with Real Salt Lake. Just 24, he's a very interesting prospect. Sean Lewis, if things hold the way they are, you have to imagine he has the most important play of today's contest. That being the penalty save against Trevor Ammon.
Attention for substitution. Knoxville making its 4th change, presented by Schiffer. Leaving the game, number 16, James Thomas.
James Thomas is coming out of the contest.
Game, number 55, Gabriel Claudio.
Gabriel Claudio coming in.
Claudio replaces Thomas.
Low pass. Rosas in the box. Touch out of play. It's going to be a corner kick. They wanted a foul after he was in the back of Waldeck, but it's going to be in the corner. Hailstorm FC wants to thank Peak Kitchen for providing meals for the players following tonight's contest. And this is a corner brought to you by Meadow Gold. It's Rogers in the corner. 89th minute. Can either team find a way to break the deadlock? Whipped in, deep into the box. Headed clear by Waldeck to the edge of the area. Jumps over Villalobos. Played out now by Dietrich. Rogers has Norte, but it's blocked. Trying to win it back. Referee is going to pull it back for a foul a bit earlier in proceedings. And we enter in to the 90th minute now. You wonder if either team wants to throw much forward. They don't want to expose themselves. Sure, you could gain 2 points, but you might lose a point by being too risky too late on in the contest. Powder, bit of a loose pass. Foul committed. Here we go. Knoxville with a free kick in an incredibly dangerous position. Derek Waldeck may look at that with a lot of eagerness. Johnson's walking over to it as well. We'll see it again here. Just Selemani gets past Rendon and is brought down. This is a really dangerous position. It'll enter into stoppage time when it's going to be taken most likely. It's a one-man wall. And almost everybody's back for Northern Colorado. Selemani may be on cleanup duties on the edge of the box. But Waldeck and Johnson over it. 4 minutes at a time. Waldeck into the box. Headed back in. Rendon knocks it clear. Flicked on a little bit further. Waldeck is going to knock it all the way back to Vanderploum. And he gives it all the way back to Lewis. Again, 3.5 minutes left in this contest. Selemani edges into the back of his opponent, knocks him down. It'll be a free kick. Breck Evans a little slow to get up. His teammate Dietrich is coming over to expedite that process. We see him just kind of get edged in the back, take a tough fall to the ground. There is Evans. But we're back underway. Dietrich. Leave it for Norte. Norte. Crossfield. Touchdown. Powder. Driving forward with it. Left-footed pass. Blocked. Takes a big bounce into the sky. Goes back to Powder. Northern Colorado keeping the pressure on. Just over 2 minutes left in this one. Powder evades the challenge of Keegan. Noah Powder, left-footed shot from distance. Oh, he drew out a save from Lewis, and it takes a deflection. It goes wide for a corner kick. They can line one up. Rogers already getting over there to be an option. We'll get a look at this one as Powder just a step over, pushes it onto the left foot, and laces it up from distance. Corner kick from Rogers, though. Into the box. Knocked clear. And Johnson trying to run onto it. Dietrich gets to it first. They'll go all the way back to Delgado. He's well off his line to offer passing support. Wonder if in the eyes of Northern Colorado it's a point gained or 2 points dropped. That one's hooked forward long. Header won by Rendon, but it goes out for a throw. Deep in their own half. Knoxville may look at this as an opportunity to just see things out. Waldeck has it. Blown for a foul. To leave it for Lewis. Lewis is going to go very long with this one. It's going to bounce out now for a goal kick. Delgado rushing to take it. Going to play it quickly to Evans. He's got some space to carry it into. 20 seconds left. Maybe time for one last launch forward. But they'll have to get it moving quickly. Fola. Evans. Dietrich. Rogers. But that is it. Nothing to separate these two teams. Neither team able to break one past the goal line.
And one Knoxville SC.
And one Knoxville. Not able to get full-on revenge after a 2-1 defeat at home against Northern Colorado. But they get a gutsy point on the road to continue to try and climb up the table. Northern Colorado failed to capitalize on a defeat earlier today by North Carolina. But we have the play of the match right here. Just an incredible diving save from the penalty. You'd expect the leading scorer in the league to put one home, but Sean Lewis had other plans. That's your Meadow Gold play of the match. A low diving save by Lewis, able to just punch that one clear with his right hand. Incredibly impressive from Lewis to get that save down there. 4 saves for him on the day overall, and he maintains the clean sheet. 4-1 Knoxville. Well, 0-0 as things stand after that one. We'll have some highlights for you from the full contest in just a moment. Stick around on ESPN+.
Welcome. I'm Jason Olskart. I'm here with Jackie and Michelle, and we are the Olskart team, powered by C3 Real Estate Solutions.
We are proud to partner with future legends to help fulfill the lifestyle needs, wants, and desires of each family who wants to call Colorado home.
C3 stands for character, culture, and commitment. That is core to who we are and the exceptional value that every client will experience when working with us.
If you value working with an experienced team, we invite you to reach out to schedule a time to meet with us.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
Back here in Northern Colorado after a 0-0 draw between the Northern Colorado Hailstorm and one Knoxville Soccer Club. Jack Edwards for ESPN Plus give you the final highlights, final stats of today's contest. It was an interesting one. Both teams were out trying to make things work. In the first half, it was a lot of Northern Colorado. That one dragged just wide by Trevor Ammon. He was a guy who had numerous opportunities on the day, came into the contest with 8 goals. On that one, yanking it just wide of Sean Lewis's goal. He turned creator, trying to set up his forward partner, Stefan Lukic. His shot also dragged just wide. Smart to try and get the goalkeeper to dive early, but the shot, again, just wide of the goal. The common theme of that first half was just agonizingly close. As we see again, Lukic beat 2 players with the ball, but it goes just wide of the goal. And now here with the pass by King driving inside, he actually takes a shot on this one. That one missing just wide. He was a bit of a threat in this contest. That his main burst of life, trying to create the opportunity himself. But again, a penalty won by Northern Colorado, not converted by Northern Colorado. Trevor Ammon's penalty was well saved. That was your play of the game. A huge penalty stop by Sean Lewis to get a powerful right hand to that one to parry away the effort from the league's leading goal scorer. A big effort there, and he nearly was able to get one himself there. Another low shot. Again, just wide. A lot of expected goals in this one, 1.4 for Northern Colorado. But obviously, they were just expected. They were not actual. This one looped into the box was an absolute rocket by Villalobos. It took everything from Delgado to keep that one from going into his net through his entire body. This one, we'll see another angle at it here, just leaps up and punches that one into the sky. Full-time stats for you there. Obviously the most important one, that neither team able to break the deadlock of 0-0, but look at the shot differential, 12-2. Northern Colorado may look at this one as a point lost, or 2 points lost, I should say, rather than just a point gained here at home. That point will only move them in no spots. They move into 19 points with 2 games still in hand over both North Carolina and Charlotte Independence. They have the opportunity to climb the table, but they just get 1 point at home against one Knoxville. One Knoxville next heads back to Knoxville to take on Charlotte Independence next Saturday, while Northern Colorado will next face off at South Georgia Tormenta FC. Well, that's going to do it from Northern Colorado here today. For our entire production crew, I've been Jack Edwards, signing off the USL League One broadcast for ESPN Plus.
Telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.